The house was too clean. No sign of a struggle, no forced entry, just a cold cup of coffee on the counter, and a woman lying in the basement with her hands folded over her chest, like someone had tucked her in one last time. A student named Marcus Doyle, removed from Diane's class mid-year after a series of violent outbursts. Eventually placed in a juvenile facility after a separate incident at home. Diane had written a letter on his behalf at the time, pleading for leniency, describing him as a hurting child, not a bad one. Marcus Doyle was 31 years old now. He had a record, assault, petty theft, a stint in county lockup that had ended just 7 months ago. When they finally tracked him down, he was living out of a motel room 20 minutes from Meridian Street, the same distance as the gas station with the burner phone. He didn't run. He didn't lie either. Marcus told them that after his release with nowhere to go and no family left, he'd found Diane's number through an old school directory, more out of desperation than hope. He hadn't expected her to answer. He definitely hadn't expected her to remember him. But she did, and she'd started helping him. Groceries, small amounts of cash, a job lead at a hardware store. The calls were her checking in, making sure he was staying clean, staying steady. She'd told him not to tell anyone, worried how it would look. An older widow secretly supporting a man with a criminal history. She didn't want anyone, especially her son, to worry or to talk her out of it. Marcus swore he loved her like a mother he never had, and he swore he didn't kill her. Colton believed him, mostly. The financial gifts were real, small transfers Diane had made from a separate account Peter didn't know about, timed suspiciously close to Marcus's calls. The motive for murder wasn't there. If anything, Diane was the only stability Marcus had left. But someone had killed her. Someone who knew the house. Someone who could get close enough to smother a woman in her sleep and then gently fold her hands over her chest, like tucking in a chowwid. The answer, when it came, was almost worse than if Marcus had done it. Diane's neighbor, the one who'd made the welfare call, a woman named Louise Farber, had been quietly furious for months. She'd seen Marcus's car outside Diane's house on more than one late-night visit and assumed the worst, that Diane, a lonely widow, was being manipulated and drained by a con man with a criminal past. Louise had confronted Diane once, been rebuffed, and decided to take matters into her own hands to protect her.